Hello everyone, this is Diane and I have some very fun things to show you today. I finished using up my Circus Ephemera, and yes, I said using up because I was able to use quite a bit in these little notebooks that I made, and I put all the rest in packets to go with the notebooks. So we're going to go through the notebooks after I show you the ephemera. If you've been watching me create the ephemera, you probably have seen all of it, but maybe you didn't watch, so I'll just go through them. And there are 3 packs. They all have the same types of things, but each individual piece is very different. So these are grab bags. We have a pocket with a digital image and some rickrack. It's made on patterned cardstock. I had some embossed card pieces in circus colors with my circus stash, so I just converted that into a journal card. I glued it to a plain paper. This one is decorated on the corner, which looks great with the circus stuff, but it's journaling space. So I added a couple digitals there in this little strip of paper that I had. Each packet gets a tag like this. This is a patterned cardstock, a couple of digitals, and I did this on video with a tiny tag that I stamped on with my new stamps. One is Tim Holtz and one is Crafty by Tony. And a tab and eyelet and bulb pin. Here is another tag, but it's in a digital pocket. I had 3 of these pockets, and I didn't have a journal to put them in, but I wanted to use them, so I created a tag to go in them. So now it is a created piece of art, so it's okay for me to sell. So each one of the pockets has a tag with a background paper and a digital image and some eyelets and baker's twine. We have a folder. All of these are made with the same image, the same rickrack, the same background paper, and the same stamp. The future belongs to the curious. The difference would be the decoration on the pocket and the card tucked in. And then yesterday I did the clown clusters. And so these are the 3 clown clusters in this bag. These are just brightly colored shapes that I cut with my Big Shot in a Tim Holtz set of dies called Labels. And all of these pieces, except for the little stars, came from that die set. It's a really nice die set. And I stamped on this one, and I used some stars on that one. These were really fun to make. And then what you didn't see in the video, if you watched that video, what you didn't see were the leather stars. I remembered my leather stars, and I decided to add them, one of them, to your pack. So this is a leather star that I rubbed it on some red ink, and then, or rubbed some red ink on it, and then stamped that polka dot pattern on it and put a ball chain in it. Now I can go through the other ones a little more quickly, but each, like I said, each one is different. Here's the folder. The pocket with the tag. I wanted to have her head sticking up above the pocket, so I put this part at the bottom so she could be above that. Otherwise, she would have been down here on the tag. But that was another little leftover scrap from some digital paper. And the pocket just has these flaps on the back, so you can just put glue on those flaps and glue it down to a page. Here's the journal card. There's the embossed card. And the tag. The clown clusters. Now, when I cut out my shapes with my Big Shot, I did not even notice that there was a stamped design on the back, but I think you're just going to glue that down anyway. This is the stamp I used to stamp on my stars, because I could just rub ink on the stamp and then lay this down on top within the stamp, the star shape, and it got the star pattern on it, or polka dot pattern. And then we have this one, a tag. This was a scrap of a punched border that I had. And this tab I stamped with the same cardstock and punched with the same cardstock, and then stamped this design that was made to go with this tab punch from Stampin' Up. He looks a little shy. That's a pile of pachyderms. There's the pocket, the folder, and the clusters. These stars that I used, if you got silver stars, they are vintage. Some of them just have the red cardstock stars. So those are the packs. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. Then I did take my pages from this. They're like board book pages, but they're unique, and I'll show you them in just a minute. I want to show you quickly what will come in your packet. There are scraps of paper. Some of them are coffee dyed, from leftover from circus journals I made long ago. So lots of little scraps of paper, scrapbook paper. There are some scraps of digital papers. That one's even a tag shape. Oh, there are digital pieces. Now each one gets one of these clowns on a swing. They're different clowns, but you would cut a slit here. There's a line right there to cut a slit, and then put this in, and then you bend it so that it's sitting up, and then you can poke holes in her hands and in the swing, so you can thread string in. I've done it before, and I had this string tied at the top. So hopefully you'll actually make that. Some digital leftover pieces. There's a ticket, some journal cards. So you can see when I go through the journal that there will be lots of space for you to use some of these pieces. I didn't want to decorate it for you. There's a couple of bingo sheets. Some stickers. These are just whatever the size is on these circles. So there are 2 of each color: orange, yellow, blue, and lime green. This one has the extra clown cluster that I made. These are digital tickets. And then this is an actual refreshment ticket. Get 2 of those. And I did some punches for you. 6 punches. And the other bundle, again, has scrapbook paper and digital papers. And then the digital images. Here is the clown. It's a harlequin. And this one has a large clown too. It does fit on the page, so you can add that in if you'd like. Other digital cards and figures and tickets, a banner. We have some bingo papers, the stickers, refreshment tickets, and tabs. Now let's look at the notebooks. So I just wanted to do something quick. I did not even I don't even remember buying this book actually, but I happened to find it when I was looking in my supplies for something else, and thought, well, my goodness, the circus stuff is just keeps showing up. So this was a coin saver book that a bank gave away, probably. I don't think it mentions a bank in particular, but usually things like this were giveaways from banks. There were 4 pages, so that make 2 journals. Now, I put Mod Podge on the front. I guess this is the cover. It is fun to save. And I put Mod Podge on the cover, front and back. I think I did it on the... No, I didn't do it on this side, to help protect it. But you have to be careful because this is a chipboard cover or page, but these parts are just paper. So I can see there's a tiny little hole right there. If you wanted to protect it more, you could actually put nickels and dimes. So these spots, this is a quarter, these are nickels. It tells you right here. And dimes and 2 more quarters. If you put them in there, then that'll protect that paper. And wouldn't it be fun to put coins in all the holes and then gift this to a child? A fun circus notebook. They could glue stuff in it and they would have the coins. That would be really fun. So anyway, I Mod Podged this to protect it. I put paper on the edge where it was a raw edge, where I had to tear it off of the metal binding that was on it. It wasn't like this. I added this colorful pom-pom trim, which is quite big, so it does make it difficult to, you know, your pages kind of stick up unless you can move your pom-poms up like that. And I added some rickrack and some vintage yo-yos. These 2 are very vintage. I don't know if this one is. But then it's illustrated with circus animals and clowns. And it has text about saving your coins. All right, so I kept the pages pretty plain, but I did add a few pockets. I added this ruffle to the front. There's a pocket there. And I did add one of the journal cards, the digital journal cards here. And then there are some pockets that I didn't add anything to, so you could decorate your pockets and your pages with the things that I put in your packet. Each journal will get 2 of these Nabisco Toy Town Carnival cards. One in the front and one in the back. And this is just another digital. Now, I used a very sturdy, this is an Anna Griffin pattern cardstock. I made this just slightly bigger than the pages, more in keeping with the size of the cover, to also give some more stability to this front cover. So if you just use this, you could glue on it, but if you just use this as kind of like a backing piece. So if you wanted to write on this, it gives you further protection for those holes that are in the front. Plus it's pretty. And I put a pocket on it. I put one of those in the front and the back. So I had this set of digital papers that I printed and never used because they weren't a spread. They were individual papers. I think I don't remember if I reduced the size. Maybe they came this size. I don't remember. But this was a perfect thing to do with them. Some of them I didn't print on the back because I was going to use this as a cover. So I just glued a paper to the back. So that enabled me to use up all the sheets of this. The ones that I did print on the back, I didn't glue a piece to the back. Now this is a tiny, tiny little grid paper, and it was, oh, I forgot what the purpose was. Might be able to see on one of the other pages because it has had a margin with a note on it. Might be a dollhouse scale or something. Things to do around the house paper. I put reinforcement cardstock on the edge because it's kind of a thin paper. I used some scrapbook papers that looked bright and circusy. I did decorate this page. And this is a coloring book page. I added a library pocket, and you could take one of the smaller journal cards and add it there if you wanted, or one of the pieces of paper, scraps of paper, cut it to size. And I did have a few extra digital papers to use, so I love this Harlequin clown with the argyle or the diamond shaped pattern back there. I put a large picture journaling card. These are very old. This one is bent up and stained, but it's a banana to feed to the monkeys. The other book actually has a monkey. This is another digital page from when I made the tall, thin circus journals. Some dyed papers made it in these books. This is another vintage grid graph paper book with a number stamped in the corner. That was part of the vintage book, and then I added these tickets. I saw somebody do this in a video I just watched the other day, and I can't remember who it was, but I thought that's a really cool idea, so I did it too. So thank you to whoever that was. This was a digital, it's digital paper, but I used a die to cut this out. It was supposed to be an envelope, but I just put it in flat. There's an elephant on this coloring page. And I put a peanut bag there. Didn't put anything in it. Here it is. Needle graph. So it was some sort of where you could design a needlework piece. And it has 14 squares per inch. So that's pretty tiny. More dyed paper. I had lots of small pieces of scrapbook paper, so I thought they were fun to just stick in as little pages. This is a picture flashcard in French. So it has French for zebra, le zebra, and then the English word on the back. Another envelope that I cut out of, it's a envelope part, cut out of digital paper. This says Circus Journal on the front there. I added a time flashcard. So I think the circus show starts at 2:40. And there's another little flashcard with a bright red border. There's another pocket, and I did add a digital to that. And this is a digital card with probably 3 sisters riding a unicycle. Flashcard and a digital card with a 1944 circus poster. There's a popcorn bag that I just put a little strip on it and bound it in. It says the Circus Girl. And I made an envelope out of a piece of scrapbook paper. So you could take some of the pieces from your kit and store them in here if you want to keep them handy. Here is the back card piece, this dirty card piece that I added. There's a pocket there, and I've tucked in another of the Toy Town Carnival cards. And this, I thought I could put him here, or I could decorate the envelope with it, but I just tucked him in the pocket so you can decorate with it. And then we have this one. It doesn't have the title on it, but you can lift the pom-poms up and read the words. I did cover some of the words with the yo-yos. Parade of the Halfway Mark, 250. So the book had 4 pages, so the first 2 are here. And some of the words go with the pictures that are on a different page, just so you know. This is a piece of graphic 45 paper that I had. A printable Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus ticket. Oh, there are 2 there. I thought I only had 1. So now I can put one in here. This one, I put the banner on there, and then I was going to put one of these on, but I didn't know if you would like them, because if you don't like clowns, this is kind of a creepy one, in my opinion. But he is smiling, but he just, I don't know, I think it's the hair I don't like. And this little girl, these children in this circus journal kit that I had, they just look so sad. So I didn't know if you'd want to put them in, so I just paper clipped them on. I love this picture. There's the monkey card. Another digital page that was coffee dyed, so the color came through, and I love the way that looks. It's another digital page, but I printed on the back of that one. This was a leftover piece from a digital paper that I had. This one has a jaguar in the middle. Looks kind of jungly all around him. L'éléphant, the French word for elephant. This circus show starts at 4:45. There's a pocket here with nothing in it. Let's tuck him in. This is a digital that I added to this striped paper. Those are digitals too. Another digital that was dyed in coffee dye. An empty pocket for you to put things in. Your Toy Town card. This is one of those test your strength things. There's that picture. And these are the children lining up with their books full of coins, taking them to the bank. And then they open up a thrift account at the bank, and then they take their books home to fill them up again. So I'm really glad I did get to use these. I'm glad I had enough circus stuff left over after I sold off all the rest of it to put these fun journals together. I'm calling them notebooks, but whatever you want to call them. This goes with this. And then I have the 3 ephemera packs, and they're in my shop right now. I'll leave the link to my shop below. Thank you so much for supporting my shop, for supporting my channel. I hope that you will like this video, leave a comment, subscribe. All of these things really help my algorithm and get my videos seen by more people. I appreciate that. I'll see you in the next video. Have a creative day. Bye.